Okay, welcome again to our English lesson. You know that we have been discussing about adjectives. The first time we talked about, we defined what is an adjective. And we said that an adjective is a word that describes a noun or a thing. After that, we extended our discussion and talked about the degrees of adjectives, where we talked about positive degree, comparative degree, and a superlative degree. Okay, with today's discussion, I want us to talk about comparative degree. Now, what do we mean by comparative degree? From the word compare, we are comparing two things here. We are comparing two things. For example, we can use the word smart. So in comparative degree, we are going to add er. We are going to say smarter. For example, we can have this sentence that the boy is smarter than the girl. So the word smarter here is used as a comparative degree. Another example, we have bigger. We can say that my cup is bigger than yours. Let's have another comparative degree, smarter. We can say that today Joan looks smarter than Alice. Well, those are just few examples we can give. But there is something you have to ask yourself, of which we are going to discuss more about it today. What are the rules which should be used when we are using the comparative degree? Very, very important. So let us go through the rules to be used when we are using comparative degree. Rule number 1. We say that an element er is added at the end of the short adjectives, or any adjective which ends with l, we are going to add er. So there are two key issues here: short adjectives and an adjective which ends with l. We can have a free example from the word cold. Cold is a short adjective. So you can say cold, in comparative, colder. Small, smaller, by adding er. Tall, taller. Mr. Shadrach is taller than Mr. Felix. Short, shorter. So with this point number 1, we add er at the end of the short adjectives, or any adjective which ends with l, but it should be short. Let us come to point number 3, or rule number 2. Rule number 2 is say that than is used after at the end of the comparative adjective. For example, we can say that Asha is taller than me. So we say that you cannot say that you cannot use than before the adjective. Than will come after the adjective. Another example: the green hat is smaller than the yellow hat. Or this juice is colder than yours. So we see that here than comes after the adjective. Let us go to rule number 3. Rule number 3 says er is added at the end of a 2-syllable adjective ending with y. I'll repeat. Er is added at the end of a 2-syllable adjectives ending with y. Let's have examples. These are 3 examples here. Early, earlier. You can see er from the word early. So you're going to add I-E-R at the end of adjective with 2 syllables. Another example: happy. We can say happier. Crazy, crazier. We can say ugly, uglier. Wow, today Mr. Shadrach is uglier than everybody here. Rule number 4, very, very important. More is used for longer adjectives all these adjectives that have 3 or more syllables. You know, with the syllable, these are the way you pronounce them. For example, expensive. With expensive, how many syllables do we have there? We have got more than 3 syllables there. Expensive. So those are 3 syllables. So long as we have got 3 syllables and above, we are going to use, we add the word more. But this more, know that we are talking about comparative. So we can say more expensive. What about comfortable? You can say more comfortable. This room is more comfortable than the other one. And even the word interesting, we can say that more interesting. I read this book, and this book is more interesting than this one. Maybe this has good stories compared to this. So you can say that this book is more interesting than the other one. Let us go to rule number 5. We say that adjectives that end with E, only R is added at the end. Let me repeat. Any adjective which ends with E, we are only going to add R at the end at the end of the word. For example, nice. N-I-C-E. We are going to say nicer. What about safe? Safer. This place is safer. Why? We just add R at the end because this word, this adjective ends with E. So please don't forget, any adjective which ends with E, we just add R at the end of the adjective. Let's go to another rule. Rule number 6. And this will be the last but not the least. The adjectives that end with a consonant, vowel, consonant. We have got adjectives with consonant, vowel, consonant. The last consonant is double and we add ER. I'm going to give you examples. And we are also going to have many examples coming down on the screen on all this we are discussing. So let's go to rule number 6, where it says that the adjectives that end with a consonant, vowel, consonant, the last consonant is doubled. It always confuses people. How do we double? Where do we double? Which adjective do we double? And which one don't we need to double? So let's have these few examples here. For example, big. Big is a vowel, is a consonant, vowel, consonant. Why? B is a consonant, I is a vowel, and then G is a consonant. So this is an example of a consonant, vowel, consonant. So with this type of adjective, we are going to double when it comes to comparative. For example, big, bigger. So how will it spell? It will B-I-G-G-E-R. Lastly, we have got hot. Hot is a consonant, vowel, consonant, because it is H is a consonant, O is a vowel, and T is a consonant. So this is a consonant, vowel, consonant. So in comparative degree, we are going to double T. So it's going to read hotter. So this T is hotter than yours. Now, that one will with that one, let us stop at that part today. But know that today we have talked much about comparative degree. Now next time we are going to talk about superlative degree. So guys, before we come to the next topic of discussion, make sure that you go back, you log into our web, where you are going to get the link which will take you to assignment. Please do the assignment, and then as usual, don't forget to bring them to school for marking, and then we'll bring them back to you. Otherwise, till next time, I want to wish you a very good day, and please don't forget to stay safe. If you have got nothing to do outside, please stay locked at home. Otherwise, have a good day.